it is, the music that, to me at least, denotes a meaty topic of debate, and that is certainly what we have for you this morning. Here in the bunker we do have an ongoing bone of contention which was hotly debated even before lockdown, and that is the rightness or otherwise of dunking biscuits in tea. Yesterday, Lindsay took advantage of his position before the cameras to exploit his side of the argument. He even managed to find a song to enhance his point of view, and then had the gall to send out a covering letter to yesterday's Viral Times in support of this habit. Now, sadly, I don't have the opportunity to do the latter, so I'm just going to make my case here and now for the anti-dunking campaign. Who wants soggy biscuits? Surely the whole idea behind a ginger nut is its crispness. And as for Bourbons being the #1 dunking biscuit, well, that's fine by me because Bourbons are vile. But a cup of tea, that is for enjoying from the top of the cup to the bottom without finding crumbly biscuit leftovers festering in those last few golden mouthfuls. I have composed an ode to support my argument and ask for your support in my campaign. Non-dunkers of the world unite. This awful practice isn't right. Tea should be pure to the final sip. No soggy biscuits in it dip. The residue is quite obscene. It makes my insides feel quite green. So save your bickies for on the side and not be to the tea applied. This vile practice is absurd. A hobnob's crunch should be heard. To dunk it, who would want to risk it? Keep it dry and save that biscuit.
Boo!
I rest my case. Anyway, good morning. I'm not really a mad, crazy person of Tenterden. It's lovely to be here with you today for this edition of the Viral Times. We're going to continue our little jaunt this morning with Tweet of the Day. Oh, before I go on, I should say, just in case anyone thinks this is a bit of dodgy advertising, other varieties of biscuit are available. So, Tweet of the Day. Here is your next Tweet of the Day clue, and it is Dallas Spinoff 57. Now remember that solutions do contain the name of a bird, and the answer to yesterday's clue is Bay City Rollers. Okay. Now, this takes the biscuit. Perfect crunch. Why not sit down with a cup of tea or coffee and try to answer Fiona Barnes' biscuit quiz? Perhaps you shouldn't go eating biscuits when you're being filmed. Hang on. It's a decent cup of tea because there's no floaty bits in it. Anyway, we're going to serialise the clues 5 at a time. So arm yourself with a biscuit, definitely not to dunk, and then solve each clue. Each cryptic clue is the name of a biscuit. Now I wonder if any of this week's, today's answers feature on my plate here. We've got an expensive version of the nation's favourite drink. A red kernel, that's Kernel. A help to eating comfortably. Number 4 is keep swerving, lucky chap. And number 5 is you can use either or both on your pudding. There we go. Now, yesterday's solutions were Hobnob. It's right there at number 1. Nice, Garibaldi, shortbread, and a perfect favourite, Millionaire's shortbread. Okay, continuing the theme today, we have Feastgate Road. Now, Fiona Davies has sent us 2 wonderful photographs of her road, the name of which we have changed from Eastgate to Feastgate. And she says, welcome to Eastgate Road. And there are 2 photos there of some wonderful flowers, and it really does seem that the people of Eastgate Road have made a wonderful effort to make everything bright and cheerful as you pass by. Now, Pam Smith, under the heading Dunkers of the World, there really is a theme going here today, says, does anyone remember Daddy's cookies? They didn't stand up to much dunking. I'm liking the sound of these already, Pam. But they had a lovely malty taste. She said, I also love the Hard Fox's Crunch. You can dunk them and then suck the tea through?
Yes!
Why would you do that? Oh my goodness. Fox's Crunch. Moving on. VE Day. Now, Kate Richards, our PCSO, has been in touch about VE Day, and she writes this. With the government's restrictions around social distancing, the council, this is Ashford Council, has moved its VE Day 75th anniversary celebrations online. Residents who might have been planning to celebrate with their neighbours are being encouraged to have a stay-at-home street party, either with their own households or by using video call with wider family or friends. To help residents enjoy the bank holiday and weekend, the Ashford Borough Council website is being updated with a set of family-friendly activities that can be tried with children or by yourself to keep you busy while in lockdown. Now, one of the plans within the Ashford Borough was to have a VE Day photographic exhibition in the Memorial Gardens. This has now been transformed into an online exhibition, and it's available to download through the Ashford Borough Council website. So there is also the Mayor of Ashford, Councillor Jenny Webb, has prepared a special VE Day message and will also be reading the tribute to the millions on behalf of residents across the whole borough. So these will all be available on the council website, and of course those of you that are further afield than Ashford Borough might also enjoy taking a look into life over here. So the novella. Here today we reach the 5th paragraph of the novella. You must be nervous wrecks waiting for this each day. Okay, so are we ready? Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Now, he found himself drinking tea with a country lawyer who had apparently been I'm going to start that again and I'll do it properly this time. Now, he found himself drinking tea with a country lawyer who had apparently been given a briefing by his grandmother. James thought for a moment. Have I told you enough about myself, or is there anything else you wish to know? I am quite curious in turn to know why you are interested in me. You have told me enough for the moment, Champion said. There is little I can tell you, except for the fact that your grandmother believes there is a connection between the Holmwoods of your father's family and the Holmwood family here in Tenterden. The last Holmwood here died a few years ago in the Great War. Our firm did not act for the Holmwood family, and I leave you with the mystery of why a successful and respected family were left with no land, no financial resources, and no living member. With the precision of a lawyer, Mr. Champion went on to mention that James's grandmother further instructed his firm to give James an allowance to enable him to seek a solution to the apparent disappearance of this branch of the Holmwood family. But, protested James, where do I start? I don't know a soul here, don't know the district, and know the pub or hotel beyond the Black Horse. When I went there, the men appeared to consider me with apprehension. Aware of the young man's dilemma, Champion mused and suggested that his secretary, who was also his niece, and who had lived here all her life, might make an able companion for his searches. He did not mention that Alice would rather train as a solicitor than be his secretary. Oh, the plot thickens. I can see all sorts of things coming from this. Excellent. Paragraph 6 will be on its way soon. Brilliant. Good. Now, shining moments. This has caught on, and Jenny Coppins has emailed to say, I had a wonderful shining moment yesterday when I collected the post from the post box. No junk mail or brown envelopes, but 2 delightful surprises. One, a letter from our 9-year-old grandson, Oscar. I laughed when he started his letter, saying it wouldn't be a long letter, as they hadn't been doing much, just schoolwork, going for walks and playing. Little did he know the joy it brought just to receive his beautifully written letter and hear about his days and that he had taken his time to write to us. The other was a postcard from our 3-year-old twin grandsons. It was printed one with photos of the boys on the front and a beautiful message on the back. We really miss seeing them, but how wonderful to receive their letters. You are so right, Jenny, and thank you for sharing that shining moment with us. Now, when you have a look at your email of the Viral Times, you will find our thought for the day today, which is based on a reading from St John's Gospel, and the reflection is always also there, as well as today's prayer. Website worship can also be accessed from the website, and today you will find on there prayer during the day for Wednesday as well as night prayer, and you will find that orders of service for both of these have been attached to today's Viral Times. Our normal contact points are available should you need anything. And I think that's probably about all for me. I'm just going to enjoy, now I've nearly finished speaking, a little bit more of this crunchy biscuit as it should be eaten. Definitely the best way to enjoy a biscuit. Now, if anybody does wish to join my campaign against dunking, please do get in touch. But otherwise, all that remains for me to say right now is keep safe, keep praying, keep not dunking, and keep connected.